Good evening, I'm Ankita Singh and welcome to the 9 p.m. news bulletin on Channel 6 network. Here are the top stories for tonight. South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol has been impeached following his failed attempt to impose martial law on 3rd December. The move has drawn widespread condemnation from opposition parties and experts. Yoon justified his actions by citing the need to address domestic political support for North Korea, but critics have labeled it as an ill-advised move that endangered the country. This controversy has led to the arrest of the former defense minister and investigations into military officials, raising concerns over South Korea's security, especially with ongoing tensions with North Korea. In other news, actor Allu Arjun has addressed the tragic stampede at Sandhya Theatre. Arjun expressed his condolences, calling the incident an unfortunate accident that was beyond anyone's control. He stated that he was deeply saddened by what had happened and extended his heartfelt apologies to all those affected. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has written to Home Minister Amit Shah over the rising crime in the city, calling it the crime capital of India. AAP MPs have been pushing for discussions in Parliament on the issue, while the Delhi High Court has ordered the Delhi government and police to come up with an action plan to handle such emergencies by January. In Manipur, security forces have recovered a large cache of arms, ammunition, and drugs, arresting several suspects in the process. These operations are part of ongoing efforts by security forces to maintain law and order and combat illegal activities in the region. Indians who were evacuated from war-torn Syria have arrived in Delhi. They expressed their gratitude to the Indian government and the embassy for their efforts in ensuring their safe return amid the ongoing conflict. The Reserve Bank of India has announced a new initiative to offer collateral-free farm loans up to Rs. 2 lakh for farmers starting January 2025. The move aims to provide easier access to credit for India's farming community, with a focus on the priority sectors including agriculture. Former Tamil Nadu Congress chief, EVKS Elangovan, has passed away at the age of 75. Elangovan was a prominent figure in the state's political landscape, representing the Erode East constituency. His passing has been described as a huge loss, and tributes have poured in from various political leaders, including TNCC President K. Selvaperuntagai. In Navi Mumbai, police have seized drugs worth Rs 12 crore and arrested 16 African nationals in connection with the drug trade. This follows a series of similar operations across India, highlighting the ongoing crackdown on illegal drug trafficking. Notorious criminal Sonu Matka has been killed in an encounter with police in Meerut. This comes as part of ongoing investigations into the activities of Hashim Baba, a notorious gangster linked to several criminal operations. Authorities have invoked the Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act against Baba and his associates. In Goa, the Enforcement Directorate team was attacked by the director and staff of a casino during a search operation. A case has been filed at the Panji police station, and the attack follows similar incidents earlier this year, highlighting the tensions between law enforcement and individuals under investigation for financial crimes. In Guwahati, 8 individuals have been arrested in connection with a gang rape incident after a video of the assault went viral. The case has sparked widespread outrage and calls for stricter actions to ensure public safety. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has targeted the BJP, alleging an attack on the constitution and youth during a debate in the Lok Sabha. The debate marks the beginning of a 2-day discussion to commemorate the 75th anniversary of India's constitution. Lastly, Union Minister Kiran Rijiju has accused the Congress of humiliating Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and attempting to alter the constitution. He also urged all parties to unite for India's progress, emphasizing the need for collective efforts to make India a developed nation in the next 23 years. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for joining us. Good night.